What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. Today we're going to be tackling another draft. The man of the match cards are still in packs for a little while. I don't know how long they're in packs for actually, but hopefully they're still in packs anyway. And we're going to try our best to use any and pack some. Of course, in the last episode we packed that Bernat card that was extinct. And that was very, very good. You guys once again slaughtered the thumbs up button. If we could try and hit that 7k like mark again right now, that would be exceptional. If you guys look below and it's less than 7k, just drop a thumbs up for me. So I know the smart choice probably here is not taking Cristiano Ronaldo and taking Suarez instead because we don't have a formation that suits wingers. But 99 Ronaldo is so good that we'll take him as a sub. We might start him up front if we can get the rest of the players around him to give him full chemistry. Our next first best striker, I guess we go with Musa because he works, right? Right, exactly. Next on the list, we're definitely going to take that Roberto Firmino card. I mean, I might swap this down. It very much might be a case where we swap Firmino down into Cam and Ronaldo off the bench up into striker because this card, with a Hunter card as well, 4-star, high, he's definitely better suited for the middle of the park. Great dribbling, good short passing, good curve, good stam, good shooting abilities, good pace. So with that Hunter card, he's going to be an absolute monster from the edge of the box there. In at Cam, I'm going to take Hazard just because I want Team of the Year, De Bruyne. But this is starting to look like a really, really nice squad. We've got the Meta Musa, which is fantastic. Oh, wow. This is the first time, I believe, I've ever got Kante. Let's go. That's amazing. Look at this team to start, guys. This is fantastic. If we could get I was going to say, if we can get Modric and De Bruyne, I'd be done. And look at that. Luka Modric shows up. Boom. 2 Team of the Years. 3 Team of the Years. Is there going to be a... no, there's not. Alright. So we could go Wijnaldum, obviously. Gets a strong link into Firmino. Man, it's such a shame that Ronaldo doesn't get one more link. I'm going to take Wijnaldum. If I put Ronaldo up front, we gain chemistry because of Modric, but Hazard stays on 10 because of Chelsea. Firmino's on 10. It's just that Ronaldo isn't on 10, so he's going to have to come on as a sub, sadly. But this team so far is looking fantastic. In at left back, we're going to go with Dean there. Not the best. Hopefully we'll get a Team of the Year Marcelo at one stage or another. I never also see Team of the Year Ramos, and I guess we could take Rami, but we're going to need... I'm going to take Ashley Williams to start. We're going to need a centre-back that links to Modric 100%. Ooh. Van Dijk's a really good shout because of the hard link. But of course, Umtiti links on the left-hand side and also gets a hard link. And links to... I'm going to have to do it like this for now, because he links to Kante as well, so that gives Kante perfect chemistry. Modric on 7 chem, Musa on 7 chem, Dean and Umtiti are on full chem. I would love that the Van Dijk back. What do we get here? We need Dutch or Welsh. We'll take La Liga because we might go full La Liga defense here. We'll see. And then in goal, David De Gea. Have we got a Spanish centre-back? Oh, we've got an English centre-back, so there you go. That's a really, really good start to the team. The midfield and the attack, fantastic. The goalkeeper, brilliant. We do need a little bit of work on that defence. What are we going to get here? We get Paulinho. He doesn't help at all. I'll take Dybala then as a super sub. That's not a bad card at all. Next on the board, this is rough. I could and probably should take Valencia if I want a Premier League defence because he fits. But I can get our 4th Team of the Year with Messi. And I'm just going to do it. I apologise if this ends up being a huge mistake and ends up being something that actually costs us wins. You know, if we end up not winning the draft because I didn't take Valencia, I'll take it on the chin. Man, this Jerome Boateng. That's a good card, isn't it? I can't link him to anyone. Alonso works, but not really. Like, Alonso doesn't work because he's a left wing back, not a left back. I half want to take this Boateng because if we can get like a Kimmich or something, I'll play them off chem. I'm gonna take Boateng. That again might be a mistake. That might be a mistake. Let's see what we get here. Look at this. It's another left wing back. I don't want the left wing back. I tell you what. I do want the left wing back. We're gonna pop him in there. We're gonna swap those two around. We're gonna swap those two around. And we're gonna swap those two around. That's better, isn't it? Right. So our attack is good. Our defense is good. Everyone's on a minimum of 7 chemistry. Man, if I could only just fit Messi and Ronaldo into the team, it'd be so sick. I'm still not, like, best keen with my team. I still need... Like the midfield's fine, because Firmino will go into centre mid. Ronaldo and Messi will come up to top striker spots. And I could easily take Ashley Williams off for Boateng. How is Ziegler? 6'1", high medium, quite nice. He's got decent stats. Not great stats. He's got Sentinel Chem style as well, so he won't be the fastest. But he's not bad at all. We've also got the 92 De Gea in goal. So I guess we'll go with Moya from... No, let's take Berkey for rating. De Gea's going to stay in goal no matter what. He'll stay in there. Alright, here we go. So I could take Mustafi and play him at left centre-back instead of Ashley Williams. I think straight away that's an improvement to the team. So we'll pop him up there. We don't gain chemistry from that, but he's just a better defender. Next on the list. Yes, it's not been kind to us for... Ooh, I'll tell you what I could do. I could play Abraham, Boateng, and Berkey. Or Schmelzer, Boateng. I could now just play Boateng in at centre-back. Ooh, this is tricky. I'm going to take Schmelzer. Depending on how chemistry looks, we might be able to get those into the team. These guys are absolutely worthless. 2 more picks to go, guys, and then this is going to decide... Oh my god, what is this? Next and final pick. I mean, these last few picks were just absolutely hideous. Our bench is great. Our team in general is great. The only thing that interests me is how much chemistry do I get or / lose by putting in Boateng, by putting in Schmelzer, and then by putting in Berkey. So that drops us 5 chemistry in total. Is that worth it? Is that worth it? We can't really fit anyone else in either. Doesn't change anything by swapping these guys around. Nah, I think the smart choice is to stick with what I had. I'm not going to change the whole team for Boateng, but what I will do, what I will say is that the team in general is really strong. Let's get Schmelzer. I don't think I can get it to a 90 rated. I can't. So it's very likely that when I need to, we're going to be subbing off Musa and Wijnaldum for Ronaldo and Messi. As I say, Firmino will drop into midfield, and then Ronaldo and Messi will go up top. And we're going to sub on Boateng for Umtiti or Mustafi if we need to. But I don't think that's going to be an important part of this. So it might be Dybala on for Hazard, depending on stamina and stuff. So that, guys, is our team. Let's get into the action. Alright, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we'll come up against has got the team on the screen. You're probably wondering, why is this video titled... This glitch is stupid or broken or something of the kind. To explain in short, back at regionals, Tex used to use his goal kick, where he would just punt it down the length of the field and it would have his player as good as clean through on goal. And we saw it there at regionals, and I've seen it used sparingly since. Last night on Twitter, someone tweeted me, said that his opponent has been doing this to him all game and he scored 5 goals from it. And I watched the clip and it was, lo and behold, Tex, like, long goalkeeper's kick out. And the difference is that this guy was doing it in very specific circumstances where he was running to the side of the box first and then just punting it down in a straight line. And the guy that sent me the tweet said it didn't make any difference if he was on Park the Bus or Ultra Defensive or Balanced or anything, because the way that AI handles the defence when the goalkeeper's got the ball in the hands is it all steps up as he kicks it, I guess to try and close down the gap between the attacker or whatever. But bottom line is that you can only control one defender, so unless you get that defensive control correct, you're basically clean through on goal from your goalkeeper having the ball in his hands anytime you want. And you might think, NepentheZ, no. That doesn't sound reasonable. I'm going to show you every time I attempted it in this entire draft. I didn't score from all of them, but I scored from some of them. This is the first one. I'm 4-1 up. You see here, I run to the corner of the box and then just punt it down the field. And boom, straight away, his defender steps up because I guess he has auto-switching set to air balls. It switches him, Messi shoots, Messi scores. That is now literally the goalkeeper punts it up the field, Messi runs in, Messi scores. So we made it 5-1. My opponent did make it 5-2, but obviously I was already like so far ahead in this game that it didn't really make that much of a difference. And I'm not saying that this is a guaranteed goal every time, because it's not. On this occasion, he almost got the ball, but his Semedo couldn't control it. Messi stole the ball, Messi shoots, Messi scores. So that's literally the first 2 times I tried it in this game, because sometimes it's hard to get the ball in your goalkeeper's hands, harder than you could imagine. Here's the third attempt, down the right-hand side this time. Look at that, Cristiano Ronaldo clean through on goal. Now, this is one of those occasions where I didn't score from it, but look at this. It's just, I've gone from the ball in my goalkeeper's hands to Ronaldo having a shot, and again, the goalkeeper's got it, he punts it down the field, and Cristiano Ronaldo is clean through on goal. Once again, Ter Stegen must have the saves with feet trait, because he was frustrating against me in the weekend league a couple of times too. But here's another attempt. Now, as I said, I wanted to show you every time I tried it, because sometimes I don't get the ball cleanly, sometimes the defenders are tracking a little bit better, sometimes I score from it, sometimes I didn't. I got 3 one-on-ones with Cristiano Ronaldo and 2 with Messi. Messi scored both of his, Ronaldo didn't score any of his, but I made 5 one-on-one chances from my goalkeeper having the ball. As we move into the second game, guys, we'll come up against quite a nice team. Cavani, Neymar, Di Maria. This guy was a skiller as well. He was very, very acute on the ball. So having 3 5-star skillers in his team was obviously very good for him. He brought Cavani into the midfield and took Toni Kroos off, I can't remember who for, in this game, but his defence wasn't insane. You know, Sergio Roberto, Bartra, base cards, Rojo, base card. But my opponent here got the first goal, 35 minutes in, goes down the left-hand side with Neymar, hits me with a stop and turn. I should have seen it coming. He manages to get inside. I thought I was going to give a penalty away there, but I didn't. I tried to be clever, getting the ball out here instead of just punting it clear. A silly pass to Modric, and that's just a bad goal to concede. That's just defensive mistakes. You see me pause it straight away. I brought Ronaldo and Messi on immediately after that. Just because I knew I'm going to need to get back into the game. And into the second half, we eventually do get back into the game. Eden Hazard here keeps hold of the ball nicely for a little while, finds a run of Ronaldo. Ronaldo shoots and scores, and we go 1-1. Now, I tried the goalkeeper kick just one time in this game, because that's the only time my keeper had the ball in his hands. And once again, we go clean through on goal. Cristiano Ronaldo down the right-hand side. Not really clean through on goal, but look at where we put ourselves. In such a strong attacking position. I could have laid that inside to Modric there. I tried to run it with Ronaldo. The chance ends up falling away and we don't score from it. But once again, we've gone from my goalkeeper having the ball in his hands to me having a great goal-scoring opportunity. It wasn't until late in the game, back towards the end of the game, the 90th minute or so. You can see the shots there as well. I've had 9, my opponent had 3, that I eventually got the goal. I deserved to win this game, definitely. I was the better player. I was the stronger FIFA player in this one. And Ronaldo comes on and scores 2 goals to get me the win, 2-1. So we end up winning narrowly in terms of goals scored, but in terms of chances created and match kind of the way the match went, you see he's really there, made 8 saves. I was definitely the dominant player. The guy had 3 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. I had 11 shots, 7 on target, more possession, better passing. Just generally deserved my route into the semi-final. And into the semi-final, we come up against this team, very nice team. Team of the year, Modric and Marcelo. Prime icon Shevchenko, 95 Neymar, inform Casemiro, Willian, and Azpilicueta in there. He's got that weak midfielder, I don't even know who that is. Then he's got Nacho, Carvajal, and Asenjo. And of course, Asenjo is a strong, solid player. Unfortunately, on this occasion, I didn't have the opportunity at all to use the goalkeeper kick out. Like I said, I'm showing you every single time I used it throughout this whole draft. And every single time I used it, I got in the box. I got, you know, a chance. Went 1-0 up quite early against this opponent, and then the game started getting a bit laggy. You can see here it starts hanging a little bit. My opponent made a mistake defensively. I'm going to put it down to the lag. You know, it's really frustrating playing in this lag. You can't play a fluid game. I managed to steal the ball and score, and he just quit after that. And I don't blame him. You know, he probably was crazy frustrated with the fact that through no fault of his own, he's ended up giving up possession and giving up a goal, and he just didn't want to play on anymore. So we get a very, very comfortable win all the way through to the final. And then into the final, we come up against this team. Now, although he's got a decent attack, Team of the Year Messi, the inform Mkhitaryan, inform Hazard, inform Lukaku, and the Filippo Inzaghi there, his defence is just bad. Base card of Vrsaljko, the 83 blind that's terrible. Fellaini, who although I have used him and was okay with him, bit too slow for me. We get the first goal in the first half here. Ball roll from Messi. I did make my subs early on again. I just wanted to make sure that I had the best opportunity to win in this final. We get through with Lionel Messi. We cut it back to Hazard, who hits the bar. And Cristiano Ronaldo is there to raise tallest and head that one home after 27 minutes. And then just before the stroke of half-time, Hazard here into Messi. Messi into Ronaldo. Ronaldo back to Eden Hazard. He just waits and waits and waits. Finds Ronaldo. Beautiful scoop turn. And boom, just gets there ahead of Hugo Lloris to make it 2-0. And then the final time that I got the opportunity to use this goalkeeper kick out was the final play of the entire draft. David De Gea here gets the ball, runs to the box, punts that down the field, and look at that again. Lionel Messi just absolutely clean through on goal. He gets into the box, he takes that shot to the far post, and at that point, my opponent rage quit. And why not? You know, that must be... it's just so broken. It must have been so frustrating for him to concede that. I don't blame him for quitting. Now, I know I won these games, but this way of creating chances just absolutely should not be in the game. I hope EA see it. I hope EA patch it. And I hope this doesn't riddle our game for too long in the near future. That, though, guys, is the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, so we win the draft again. Man, I'm loving draft right now. But I've got to say something. This game is broken. You would have seen from game one and the final that the goals that I scored came from that absurd kickoff goalkeeper kick out glitch. I tweeted about it last night and people were like, he wasn't playing, it's not that serious, we saw Tex do it, but this is different. Like the way you run the goalkeeper, you just can't stop it. Hashtag Harry, funnily enough, messaged me back and said, it is defendable, like the pros defend it a lot, you won't really be able to do it against them, but the pros are, like, whether or not that's true, because I don't know if he's experienced it as I'm doing it, but whether or not that's true, the pros are such a small part of this game that if your average Joe comes up against your other average Joe and one of them knows about this and the other doesn't, they just have a distinct advantage. I scored 2 goals from it in the first round and missed 2 or 3 sitters with Ronaldo. I didn't have a chance in the second round or the third round. I won 2-1 in the second round. I barely had the ball in my keeper's hands to try it. I got an early 2-0 rage quit in the third round. And then the first time I could try it in the final, I scored from it. And it's just absurd. It's genuinely absurd. This is what the team looked like in game. So Ronaldo and Messi up front, Hazard in at camp. I mean, this team is fantastic, right? It is absolutely spectacular. There's no denying that. It was very, very, very good. I'm happy again, guys, to have won the draft. I hope we get a better prize than yesterday. Fortunately, this time around, our goals conceded much lower than last time around. We conceded, 7 goals in the final last time, but only 4 goals in total this time around. So let's see the prize that we can get. We get a mega pack and a premium gold players pack. I don't mind this one so much. You get a lot of players out of this. And let's start with the premium gold players pack. And you generally make your money back. Once again, we've already made about 3,000 coins back from match coins. So we're looking for about 12,000 coins from both of these packs just to break even and hopefully make a little bit extra. We're going to start with Nyom, the West Brom left back. Obviously doesn't have huge value right now. I don't know if anyone here has huge value right now. But there's obviously lots of players. We'll take a check on him and Aquilani just because they are like major nations from major leagues that aren't the major nations. So this guy looks like he's about 1,000 coins or so. I'm actually going to hold on to him. And Aquilani, I would assume probably also about 1,000 coins. Yeah, about 1,000 coins for Aquilani as well. So there's a couple of thousand just off of those 2 dudes, plus the rest of the dudes. We easily made like, what would you say, like maybe 5-7k. Like, there's a few, maybe 1,000 coins on that dude too. We probably made like 5 to 7k off of that. So from this mega pack, we're looking for about 5 to 6,000 coins, I'd say, would break us even. We don't get a board player, which is sad. So our pack luck is not in here. Unless we get one of those Bernat style players, it's going to be Jovetic there coming in at that striker spot. Anybody else in this pack? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This guy is a 10k player. Let's go, boys. Oh, that's fantastic. I'd probably get 9.5k from him if I wanted an insta sell. That is beautiful, guys. There we go. Boom. I am so happy with that. 2 drafts in a row where we end up packing a Spanish Bundesliga player. And with all these fitness cards and position modifiers and such, we made, once again, dudes, we made some very strong profit here. You're probably looking at 10 to 15,000 coins profit in the end. This guy's worth like 1,000 coins as well. I'm super happy with that, dudes. I'm super happy with that. We'll send him to the trade pile, discard the remaining items, and there you go. The 9.5k player sold. Let's go and show you guys him up on here as well. Boom. There's Bernat from yesterday's episode at 10k and Mascarell at 9.5k. And what's hilarious is, if that SBC didn't come out, these 2 dudes are worth nothing. 1,000 coins and 500 coins. But because of that SBC, they're worth so much. And that's why I think draft long term has such great profit value. Because what you have in a club like mine right now, aside from all like the special cards and such, let's just go like to the low end cards. All of these players here that you see, like you'll get these kind of players from winning or losing in the draft, you know, semi-final, whatever. You'll get these kind of guys. And right now they're worthless. But there will be a day where they're just worth so much. There will be a day where even it might only be 4k or 5k instead of 9 or 10k. But there will be a day where this Leyoun card, in fact this Leyoun card might be worth a bit because he's transferred now. Yeah, he's up at about 2k now. But again, another card that by like if you sold him the day you packed him, you get 800 coins for him. But if you hold on to him, you make a lot more profit. So even though you don't get that immediate realization of profit, it's the long-term profit in draft actually makes it very profitable over time. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.